Hello, back again, and in this tutorial we will continue from previous tutorial, and in this tutorial we will create a prefab named player which will be copy of our original runner game object. And what it will do is simply follow our player like this wherever it goes, and also it does keep the safe distance between the player and also does keep following. So without further ado, let's see how we can do this. So first thing we have to do is simply head over to Window, AI and Navigation, and inside Navigation we will make a new values from the previous default, which is we will reduce the radius, height and slope to this. Again, why we do this is pretty simple. When we click on NavMesh surface baked, as you can see, the previous one uh, wasn't much near to the surface of the floor, so we will try to bake the surface again. So this is our new baked surface, as you can see. Again, this is not showing as it should, but this whole floor area gets covered in this. So what we can do from here now, if you press play button, if you see, with the new navigation settings, that is radius from 0.5 to 0.05 and height to 0.28, when we try to play, as you can see now, what happens is that uh, again I will show you again to show you what happens. So now the enemy will be able to move much closer to the boundary wall. So I will show you. As you can see, it comes right close to the boundary wall, and when I go to the rightmost boundary, it comes closer to the rightmost boundary wall as well, like this and this. So with the setting, it would be much closer to the right side boundary and left side boundary. So what we have to do now is, first thing we have to do is make sure that the runner component is uh, is has some radius, so our enemy doesn't overlap the player. What we will do is simply go to enemy like this, or we can go to, okay, so first go to enemy, and then, okay, so first thing we will do is make a backup of this project. So we will press Ctrl D, so it's saved somewhere. NavMesh Surface 2 will be the project which is saved. And now when I go to enemy and its agent component, from its agent we will increase the obstacle radius here, as you can see, to something like this, and height to like this. So what it means is now it won't be overlapping with the other agents. So let's do like this, and now we will head up to the enemy component, to our runner component. We will first create an empty prefab here, empty game object, name friends or squads. You can name either. So what we will do is press Ctrl D for the runner component, and we will put it uh, inside our, okay, first delete it to show you. So this is empty game object, and again we missed so we will go to, Okay, we are trying to find the agent component on our runner, but this doesn't have agent component, so we don't have to worry about agent component right now, and we have to place agent component on runner copies, which is friends or squads that will fight enemies. So if there is no agent, then they won't be able to copy. Agent is necessary for them to follow our main runner. So to do this, simply we will copy this runner and we will go to friends or squad, and now here we will remove the tutorial player movement script, which is for our main player, not for this. And here we will remove the camera as well. So now what will happen is we will press copy like this here, so or like this here. So this is our friend. So what we have to do is add a NavMesh agent component here. So again, since our main component, main runner does not have any agent component, so friends will start to overlap him, which is not we want, which we don't want. So what we have to do to what we can do is either do via script, that is find radius, or do via collider. Both of these need more work as opposed to simply leveraging the power of AI NavMesh AI package provided by Unity. So we will try to use the power of NavMesh AI rather than code via script or use colliders or complex things. So to do this in a much more efficient way, we will simply copy this runner, and in the runner component we will go to an enemy here and try to copy this NavMesh agent component here, that will make the friend follow. So this is our component and this is our radius. So what will happen is when the game starts, our character will start following the player. So if I start like this, it doesn't follow yet. So what could be the reason? It's pretty simple, that if you see the enemy, it had agent movement script which we made, and we forgot for our runner. So we'll simply paste it here, paste component as new, and here it asks for NavMesh agent. We have to place our own NavMesh agent for our runner component. So now when runner component will have its own agent, plus it checks for player tag, and we have player tag of our own which we don't want. So what we will do is press this to untagged, and now it will follow our character like a zombie. As you can see, it started following our character. So if we went to right side, it went to right side, and when we went to the left, it went to the left. So what we will do is save it right now like this, and for the later videos what we can do is try to copy these like I will show you in the main play. We will try to copy these chords at the runtime. So what it means is, if we press here again, this is just to show you. So this is our runner being copied, our squad. So now when we play it, so this is our squad that has just been copied. As you can see, they will keep following him like this wherever he goes. Another thing that we can do is make our camera I will try it here. Make our camera much more player aware. So if player increases, it should move a bit back. What this means is, so if we go on to our this main camera, if the size increases, it will be moved like this. So right now if the player is 1, it should stay here, and if the size increases like this in our squad, in our case, then it will move like this and a bit like this. And it should always look at there should be a look at, we can script via camera.lookat function which will look at one certain point. So we can do that as well, and that's for this tutorial. For the next tutorial we will look this in detail. Thank you.